Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here. So this is going to be a little spooky time. So back in 2012 to 2013, I worked at a juvenile detention center here in Oklahoma, a Native American juvenile detention center to be exact. And back before the detention center was even built, like you know, it used to be like a village, and it had like an orphanage, and disease and sickness came through. Plus, I believe, if I remember correctly, the orphanage actually, I think it was during the, like when tuberculosis was really bad, it was set on fire or caught on fire. So, but when they set out to start building this detention center, they actually uncovered bones. So, you know, woo-wee-oo, right? But I worked the overnight shift, and there always had to be at least, especially overnight, one male and one female, in case you got an intake in the middle of the night, because males had to do males, females had to process females, right? So, but I remember there was a young lady and intake, and you could see it on camera, something messing with her all night long, like pulling her hair, and she was like, the next day she said, I realized like I'm in trouble, but did you guys have to harass me all night? And I was like, it wasn't us. And she belonged to another tribe, so not 100% sure if that's why they were messing with her, but it would not surprise me one bit. And there was a little like room where if they were, you know, like in trouble to the point where they only got like an hour in this little room, and it had a like a basketball and basketball goal, right, where they could still get some exercise in. You could look up and see the sky and everything, so they were still able to, you know, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, stuff like that. And my partner and I heard noise, and when we turned the camera on in there, the basketball was bouncing around. So we were like, well, that's interesting. And there was another night we could hear noise, like where we would set up like for movie night or something, and so we turned the camera on in there, and I was going around the room, and you could see this little shadow just running and following, and we were like, oh. So when I had asked about the basketball, I heard the name James, like a young boy, James, and the other was a little girl. She said her name was Jane. So they're very active, and there was because the where you're at, it looked like a honeycomb. So like you know, you could see all of the connecting cells and everything. And another time a person had said, you know, they saw people going up the stairs like they were going to a fancy party or something. And there was one night, my partner, his wife, worked in the kitchen, and she would always leave like some extra food for us, like sandwiches or you know, just make us a plate of whatever they had had for dinner, you know, that sort of thing, to have a set you know, because we did the 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift usually, and so I went down to the kitchen to get us our snacks or food and whatnot, and as soon as I stepped in, the radio turned on. Like, well, I think it was already on because she left the music, but as soon as I stepped in, the volume cranked up, and I was like, oh, great googly moogly. And as soon as you know, I'm trying to get my nerves up to walk into the deep freeze, right, where she had our food, and all of a sudden the kitchen sink, the faucet, like both handles, and the water came on full blast, you guys, and I was like, I'm making tracks, I'm out of here, because it felt, you know, it didn't feel like the little kid energy, it actually felt pretty sinister. So I hauled butt back to what's it called, I forget what it's called now, but where, you know, we monitored everything to see, you know, all of the cameras and everything, and master control, there we go, that's what it's called. And yeah, that scared the bejesus right out of me. And my partner seen it, and you know, just weird things would happen. And there was one morning, I think it was like probably 5 o'clock in the morning, one of the elders had just passed away, and we happened to look up because we seen headlights coming, right? And then we seen the ghost car just go right through the building, and it looked like that elder's car. So even though he had passed, he was still coming to work, you guys. I can't even imagine. And there was another night, and this wasn't paranormal, but this was back when I was still smoking, and I went out to take my smoke break, and I heard him come across the radio, my partner, and he was whispering, you guys. I was like, what in the world? He was like, and when I tell you I was so scared, I couldn't remember. He had to tell me the number to get back into the building, because I happened to look up, and luckily it didn't see me, but it was like a panther, you guys, like out there, like a big old black kitty cat, like the kind that you don't want to cross paths with at all. And I was so scared I could not remember the combination to the doors. So just lots of spooky, eerie things happen there, and especially when you're doing the overnight shift. So I wish I could go back and do like a paranormal thing, and I actually would really love to do things like that, and maybe eventually I'll be able to. So if you guys enjoyed this and would like for me to share more stories like this as I have them and remember them, please smash the heck out of that like button, you know, that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Ask any questions that you may have. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, become part of the Spirit Tribe, and make sure you tap that bell icon, you guys, so you get notified when I upload new content. Alright, you guys, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.